Have you reviewed the latest design specifications? We need to analyze the performance metrics for this module. Let's brainstorm potential solutions to this technical challenge. Did you encounter any issues during the testing phase? It seems like we need to optimize the code for better efficiency. Can you provide more details about the system architecture? The simulation results indicate a possible bottleneck here. We should consider conducting a feasibility study before proceeding. What's the status of the prototype development? Let's schedule a peer review to ensure code quality. Have you looked into the compatibility with the latest software version? We might need to refactor the codebase to improve maintainability. The data from the sensors needs to be calibrated properly. Let's create a detailed flowchart to visualize the process. Could you explain the rationale behind this algorithm? We need to verify if the hardware meets the required specifications. The UI/UX design should focus on intuitive user interactions. It's crucial to implement proper error handling in this module. Do we have a backup plan in case the primary server goes down? We should run some stress tests to assess system stability. The documentation needs to be updated to reflect the recent changes. I suggest incorporating machine learning to enhance predictive capabilities. Let's establish a version control system for better collaboration. We should prioritize security measures in the authentication process. The code review feedback highlights a few areas for improvement. This algorithm could benefit from parallel processing. We need to ensure the software follows industry coding standards. The thermal analysis indicates potential overheating concerns. Let's create a comprehensive test plan covering edge cases. Did you consider the impact of electromagnetic interference? The latency in data transmission needs to be minimized. We should explore incorporating a real-time monitoring feature. The user interface should be intuitive and user-friendly. Have you conducted a risk assessment for this component? Let's collaborate with the hardware team to address integration challenges. The algorithm's accuracy can be improved through more training data. We need to ensure compliance with relevant industry standards. Let's use a finite element analysis to evaluate structural integrity. The power consumption should be optimized for extended battery life. Could you provide a breakdown of the time complexity for this function? We should consider implementing a caching mechanism for faster retrieval. Let's set up a continuous integration pipeline for automated testing. The user manual should offer step-by-step troubleshooting instructions. Have you looked into using open-source libraries for this module? The software architecture should support modularity and scalability. Have you reviewed the latest design specifications? We need to analyze the performance metrics for this module. Let's brainstorm potential solutions to this technical challenge. Did you encounter any issues during the testing phase? It seems like we need to optimize the code for better efficiency. Can you provide more details about the system architecture? Let's schedule a progress update with the project stakeholders. The algorithm's performance degrades under heavy load. We need to assess the impact of this change on backward compatibility. Let's evaluate the trade-offs between using FPGA and ASIC. The data processing pipeline needs to handle outliers effectively. Have you considered incorporating a feedback loop in the control system? We should aim for seamless interoperability between different devices. Let's conduct a failure mode and effects analysis for risk mitigation. The code should be well documented to facilitate future maintenance. Have you explored using a microservices architecture for this project? We need to implement a robust data backup and recovery mechanism. Let's run some A/B tests to compare different algorithm variants. The system response time needs to meet user expectations. Have you reviewed the patent landscape for potential intellectual property conflicts? Let's collaborate with the QA team to define comprehensive test cases. Addressing problems. We seem to have encountered an unexpected issue with the software. It appears that there's a glitch in the system that needs to be addressed. We've identified a bottleneck in the production process that requires attention. There's a discrepancy between the expected and actual performance of the device. The data suggests that there might be a compatibility problem with certain components. We've noticed a recurring error in the firmware that needs to be investigated. It seems that the circuit design is leading to intermittent connectivity issues. We need to address the overheating problem in the new model. The current design is causing a stability concern in high-stress conditions. We've received customer feedback indicating a recurring issue with battery life. Complaining, I'm concerned about the lack of clear documentation for this module. It's frustrating that we're facing this issue again despite previous fixes. I'm a bit disappointed with the quality of the materials used in this component. We've encountered delays due to a breakdown in communication between teams. It's disheartening to see that the deadlines are being consistently missed. I find it concerning that our input wasn't considered in the decision-making process. It's quite frustrating that we're encountering these roadblocks at such a critical stage. The inconsistency in the test results is causing me some serious concerns. I'm not satisfied with the way the supplier is handling our requirements. It's disheartening to see the lack of support from the management on this issue. Negotiating. Let's discuss potential solutions to address this issue. I believe a collaborative approach between teams could help us find a resolution. Can we explore alternative strategies to overcome this challenge? I think it's worth considering a redesign of the component to avoid this problem. How about we allocate more resources to troubleshoot and resolve this? I propose we set up a meeting to brainstorm ideas for a workaround. Let's negotiate the terms with the supplier to ensure timely delivery. Perhaps we can reevaluate the project timeline to accommodate these difficulties. It would be beneficial to align our priorities and work towards a common goal. Can we discuss potential trade-offs that could help mitigate this issue?